So when you go into relationships with women, and you want to fuck other women, are you honest with your girl? Also, like, what advice do you give to men when they want to sleep around? How honest should they be?
I have been honest in the last four girlfriends I've had over the last couple of years. I've been honest everything from the get-go. I'm like, look, I like threesomes. If you like girls, fucking fantastic. Let's do this together, basically. That's the ideal scenario. That's much, much better, I think. Yeah, but look, I love you. You're amazing. If I step out occasionally, it does not mean I do not want to spend, our relationship together. It does not mean you are any. And this is the big one. Like, women feel like if their man sleeps around, for some reason they get this feeling that they're replaceable, or that they're lesser than, or that they're not beautiful anymore, or that he doesn't love them anymore. None of these things are true.
Right.
None of these things are true. They project that when the guy sleeps around, and it's
like
a shame.
It's the same meal every day. Like, nobody wants rice and chicken every day. Like,
yeah,
you gotta get
unless
steak.
you're a bodybuilder. But the analogy sticks. It makes sense for guys. And again, I'm not trying to justify it. I've just been honest with my girlfriends in the past. Look, you are attracted to me because of the way I am. You're attracted to this. Okay. Let me explain exactly what this is. Okay,
that's a G statement.
Because then you have the choice to walk away or stay.
Right.
And then I am trying to remove any guilt I could possibly feel, because I have explained to you very clearly that this is who I am. This is what I'm like. These are my proclivities, my tendencies. Not trying to justify them. I'm just being honest with you, right?
Right.
And so you can now make the choice to stay or leave. And by the way, none of these women have ever tried to change me.
Okay.
Ever.
Oh, yeah. They probably knew that they can't.
I mean, there's that, yes. And it's within, it's you could make the argument, should he be sleeping around? Probably not. But I have done it in the past.
Yeah.
So I think just being completely straightforward and honest with it, if that's where you decide to go. Now, today with the girlfriend I'm with right now, who I'm going to be having a family with, that is not something I want to do. Okay. I've made the conscious choice that is not something I want to keep.
When you've had a long career of sex and orgies, I don't think you need it anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing more. There's no more variety that you can experience. Right?
You know what's funny is that I've got friends who, have been equally as promiscuous as me, and for some of them, they're kind of in the stage. Some of them are like where I'm at now, where that thrill of the chase isn't really there anymore. It's kind of, I feel like it's kind of burnt out a bit.
Yep.
And I've got other friends, that flame is never dying, no matter what happens. They constantly have that.
Some guys are just wired differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much.
I don't think I need that much. Like, just give me a couple of nice variety. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So, I think we touched on that earlier. So, would you wait to have sex with a traditional woman? She comes to you. She's in her values. She stands firm in her values and her principles, maybe her religion. She doesn't want to have sex before marriage. Is that something that you would consider?
I mean, before marriage, I am not that kind of Christian, shall we say?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not there, So, one, I don't think I'd ever I don't think I'd ever actually meet a girl like that.
Why?
To be practically honest, I just don't think it's very likely for me to run into the kind of woman who is going to be that devout in her principles that she waits till marriage. That is exceptionally rare.
Not in Islam. Not in Islam.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm looking at it from a Christian perspective.
Well, there's no strong Christian countries that.
There are, but I think they. Okay. Is she a virgin if she sucked the dick?
No.
So, I think there's still, even in, and this might piss a lot of people off, even in Islamic countries, there's a lot of women who are virgins who have done something with a man before.
A little ass play.
Maybe that. Yeah. Maybe a hand job here. Maybe a blow job here or there. Look, in the Arab world, vaginoplasty is a very common thing. What's it called? Like a hymen reconstruction surgery is very common.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I know this because I have had a Muslim girlfriend. I've had an Emirati girlfriend.
Really?
Yes. and it's in that part of the world, it is a lot more common than the average Muslim man would like to believe. The virgin he is marrying, her hymen was torn before, and she had a hymen reconstruction surgery.
Wow.
It's a lot more common than
That's
you think.
news to me.
A lot more common.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting because I mean I've never heard of that before, and I didn't even know a hymen reconstruction surgery is possible.
But it's you don't really see that in the Western world.
Right.
You see it in the Arab world where like that is kind of like a prerequisite on the night of marriage. She has to have a hymen, otherwise this marriage is null and void. And in fact, I think there is even doctors that they can, the husband or the husband's family can request the bride go to a doctor to check that the hymen is intact.
Really?
Before they can, approve the marriage.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Imagine
this does happen.
meeting a girl, she tells you she's a virgin. I'm gonna take you to the doctor to get checked.
Okay.
That's some pretty gangster
Happens.
stuff.
Happens.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that like that level of like follow through.
Yeah.
So, like okay, we're gonna hold you to these principles.
Yeah.
But women being women and the world being the way it is today, they will always find a loophole.
Yeah, for
Find
sure.
a way around it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can appreciate about Islam and its conservative values. I've spent some time in Egypt, some time in Qatar, and a lot of the women, they're fully covered from head to toe, and they present themselves as very conservative, and it's attractive to me. Like I look at that, I'm like, wow, that's amazing, because when you get home, you can take off that fucking burqa and rip it off and just go crazy. I don't know. I think one day I'm gonna have to experience that for myself. But